Hello viewers, I'm Monty from aerotechplusone and welcome to your if tutorial for batch programming / batch scripting. Now in this tutorial we are going to go over functions. Now a function is basically like a label in batch programming, and it is terminated with the goto colon EOF label. Now first of all, a function is actually a preset being able to be called anytime in the code, and therefore you just use the goto or call function, basically like a label. So first of all, you're going to echo at echo of. You're going to create a function called function. Now in this function, let's not to indent because later on you'll find out why. Now in this function, you're going to echo out this is a called function. Now it's been a call function, you'll find out later. You're going to have goto colon EOF. EOF stands for end of file or end of function. Basically it terminates this whole function. Secondly, we can have another function called ideal. Let's say ideal like maybe main function. So you're going to go to ideal. Now remember telling you all guys that you could use the semicolon, not the semicolon, you can use the colon or without, but in this case I would like to use the semicolon because it makes it much more formal. Later on you'll see why also, because when you are calling you use the semicolon, or you could use not, but when you use the semicolon in front of your label name, then command prompt or whatever will identify it as a label. Okay, so ideal, in ideal we're going to have, let's just do an intent, see this is the main function. It's going to echo it out, and here we are going to echo out this above here. But to do this we actually just use the call function. So you can call colon function FUNCTION. You can call function. This function they're being called is actually this above being inputted into here. Think of it like this. So basically that's what it does. Then we're going to echo out another function was called, and you're going to have goto EOF. This will end our function here. Now just going to run this using CMD, and I save it already as ideal.bat. This is the main function. This is a function. This is a called function, and the last one says another function was called. So therefore this function here, this is a call function, was called in the center here, or the center it echoes. So therefore when you call a function, it's going to actually input or merge into another function all what that main function contains. So this function I call the main function. I'll refer to it as the main function because it's part of the program being called into this main function here. Now further into functions, here we have this is a call function, and we can also embed in it through the call. So here right now you wouldn't actually see this, because we actually deal with this below here. So you can use percentage tilde. Tilde is um, the symbol from the key above your tab. Hold the shift and press the key above your tab, you get a tilde and 1. Or you can also use percentage 2. Now, reason why I have 1 and 2 is because this one will be 1 and this one will be 2. You also input between them is and. Since this is echoing, that A will be identified as a string and that A will be identified as a string. So those there are strings. So when you call this function above here, this function is all this here. This function is all this here. And you actually calling the function and you inputted 1. You have a user input there if you want. And you're actually inputting 2 here. So this one will be equals to this one up here. It could actually be like this also if you like, but I'm just showing you 2 different ways how you can use it. This one here will be this here, this 2 here will be that here. And if you have nothing here, actually it will just print out when you call this function here, it will print out this, it will print out this is a function, and it print out this. So here we're just going to have this is a function, this is a called function when and 2 just me. Doesn't make any sense, but just going to use it. Thirdly, we'll use this one and this one. So this one corresponds to this one. I just put a tilde in the free just to make more sense to you guys. So this one corresponds to this 2 when modulus 2 corresponds to 2 modulus tilde 3, same thing as modulus 3 is equals to just, and corresponding to me is modulus 4. You're going to save this and run this in CMD. Let's clear the screen first and see this. It is a function when and 2 just me. So basically that's it to introduction to functions and also the call command. So basically we call this function, or we call this label, and we use those above here to correspond to these strings that we actually inputted. So thanks for watching guys, see you in the next tutorial.